Hi friends, welcome to my channel Simple Learning Tips. So in today's video we'll be discussing about Maternity Benefit Act 1961. So I've as usual given a basic definition which I just googled from the net, and basically I just want to give a small introduction. I'm sure everybody will be knowing it, but Maternity Benefit Act 1961 was actually enacted to protect the employment and health of women employees during pregnancy and even after childbirth. Now this act, it ensures that a women employee, they are not forced to leave the job because of pregnancy. Okay, and also to ensure that she gets paid, that is she gets paid leave, okay, during pregnancy and after delivery, and she gets medical care, nursing care, okay, and is also protected from any kind of wrongful dismissal or any kind of discrimination during maternity period. So basic philosophy behind Maternity Benefit Act is, if a woman gets conceived or during pregnancy or because of motherhood, a woman should not become motherhood should not become the reason for loss of employment, income or dignity for that woman. Now this act, it actually reflects Article 42 of the Indian Constitution, that is just and humane conditions of work and maternity relief. Even international ILO conventions on maternity protection also reflects this. Okay. So next let's move on to objectives of the act. So what are the objectives? Like I've given here, the main objectives are to provide maternity leave to women employees at any cost. Okay, don't worry, even for male paternity leave is there, even though the duration is less. For male employee also paternity leave is there. Mostly I'll be covering that in the next video, in the upcoming videos. Okay, now it also protects the health of the mother and child, and also to prevent any kind of, like I said, dismissal or discrimination during pregnancy, and it ensures that her job is secure during the maternity period, and it also promotes gender equality and women participation in the workforce. Okay, see, once this act is when this act is properly implemented, the women will have a safety, okay, that is okay, like this is the kind of place where I want to work, okay, because her job is secured even if she is pregnant, and or if she is having any kind of medical related issues during pregnancy. Now next let's move on to what is the scope and applicability. So the establishments covered here are, that is, this act applies to factories, mines, plantations, shops and establishments, and any establishment employing, it is important, 10 or more employees. Okay, so just remember that this act is applicable to the any kind of establishment where there are 10 or more employees. Now, who are the employees that are covered here? All women employees, whether they are permanent, temporary, daily wage, contract, everybody is covered under this act, and it applies to both organized and unorganized sectors. And but it does not apply where ESI Act is applicable, but it is applicable if the woman is not covered under ESI. Now, just an example, suppose a female software engineer is working in an IT company with 50 employees. So she is fully covered under the Maternity Benefit Act. Now some important definitions that that you should remember in this Maternity Benefit Act is, first one, maternity benefit. So it is the payment that is made to a women employee during her maternity leave period at the rate of her average daily wage. You cannot deny salary or wage to a woman who has taken pregnancy related leave. Okay, so that is maternity benefit. Now any women employed directly or through an agency for wages in any establishment is eligible for this, will come under this act. Child or delivery, so that means includes natural birth, cesarean or miscarriage, or even medical termination. These kind of complication will also come under uh, Maternity Benefit Act. Now what are the eligibility conditions? To claim maternity benefit, a woman must have worked for at least 80 days in the establishment in the 12 months immediately before the expected date of delivery. Okay, so this point is very important. She must have worked for at least 80 days in that particular company, 12 months immediately. Okay, it's not that breaking is there immediately before the expected date of delivery. So let's say, for example, a woman has worked 6 months before pregnancy. Just tell me whether she is eligible or not in the comment section. Okay, just pause this video just to get an understanding. You can just comment in the description. Okay, uh, well, the answer is she is eligible. If a woman has worked 6 months in a company before pregnancy, she is eligible for maternity benefit. Now, what are the major provisions in this act? Now, duration of maternity leave. See, originally maternity leave was only for 12 weeks. But after the Maternity Benefit Act Amendment Act in 2017, there became some categories. Like for first and second child, she is eligible for 26 weeks. Third child onwards, it is 12 weeks. Now, if the mother is adopting a child, okay, and if the child is below 3 months, she is eligible for 12 weeks of maternity leave. And commissioning mother, that is if surrogacy is there, then again 12 weeks. Now, out of this 26 weeks, okay, maximum leave she can take before delivery is 8 weeks, and the remaining after delivery. For example, if a woman is expecting her first child, she can take 8 weeks before the date of delivery and 18 weeks after the delivery. Now, next, payment of maternity benefit. This means that she should be paid at the rate of average daily wages and must be paid even if the woman is absent during maternity period. That is, employer cannot deny wages during their maternity leave. Next is medical bonus. So, if the employer does not provide any kind of free medical care, in case in that company there is nothing like that option, then the woman is entitled to a medical bonus. Uh, so, basically it's 3,500 or whatever is notified at the period. Now, leave for miscarriage and medical termination. So, additional 1 month leave with wages should be given if there is any illness related to pregnancy, delivery, or even miscarriage. Now, protection against dismissal, like I said, during maternity period, employer cannot discharge or dismiss a woman. They cannot reduce the wages or change service conditions. Any dismissal during maternity period is illegal. Okay, so a company cannot terminate a woman just because she is pregnant. No hard work during pregnancy. That means a pregnant woman must not be assigned work that is very strenuous, long standing hours, and work that is harmful to pregnancy. Nursing breaks. Now, after returning to work, a woman is entitled to take 2 nursing breaks in addition to rest intervals until the child is 15 months old. Now, creche facility. Now, this is also a 2017 amendment. That is where the establishments wherever there are 50 or more employees, they must provide creche facilities. Uh, so women can visit creche 4 times a day, including the rest interval. So, like for example, large IT companies like Infosys, TCS, they have actually in-house daycare facilities. Okay. Now, work from home option, that is wherever the work permits, the nature of work permits, wherever it is applicable, employer may allow work from home option even after maternity leave. Now, let's see what are the various penalties for non-compliance. That is denial of maternity leave, the fine plus imprisonment up to 1 year. You should not deny any kind of, companies should not deny any kind of maternity benefit. Now, illegal dismissal has heavy penalty, and non-maintenance of records is fine. Fine means a heavy fine will be given to the organization. Now, one important case that I want to discuss, you can just Google it, okay, whenever there is time. Municipal Corporation of Delhi versus female workers. It was during 2000. What happened was Supreme Court held even daily wage women workers are entitled to maternity benefit, and maternity protection is a basic human right. Now, there was another case which is Shah versus Presiding Officer Labor Code 1978, and it states that maternity benefit must be paid for all days, including Sundays and holidays. Now, even though we are saying all the feminist things, and even like in real world, and even this act is taken very seriously by the companies, there are still limitations and challenges. Because once this act is there, employers, let's be very practical, they are very reluctant to hire a woman or to give some important position because of cost burden. Okay, and even like small companies, they are finding it difficult to maintain, to crush, to find the proper, to provide proper facilities for a crush. Now, contract and informal workers, they are still facing difficulties. You cannot go and check in some unorganized sector like construction worker or somewhere that whether maternity benefit or anything is given there. There is no record for that, right? And like I mentioned, implementation of maternity benefit is uneven in rural and in unorganized sectors. So, in future, when you become HR manager as a professional, you should ensure that there is a proper maternity leave policy in your organization, or if it's not, you have to frame it. Now, there always ensure that you are strict legal compliance is there, and maintain the maternity records like medical certificate, whatever the documents that is being provided by the pregnant ladies. Arrange crush facilities, and try to not try prevent any kind of discrimination during hiring and promotion of pregnant women, and sensitize managers about maternity rights. Okay, so these are the things that you could do. So just small things that I want to say. Like companies like Infosys and all, they give 26 weeks paid leave, plus they have crush facilities and also work from home options. TCS, they give extended maternity care and childcare facilities. And in government sector, they have to, any kind of government sector, they have to strictly follow these legal things, follow this act that is very, very, necessary for them. So basically, we could see that Maternity Benefit Act, it is 1961. It is a landmark, okay, for social welfare legislation that includes health protection, income security, job continuity, and dignity for working women. It promotes, it encourages the women to participate more in workforce, to go for work more, and also it supports gender equality. Okay, so I hope you understood. With this, I'm winding up the video. If you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And also, if you want me to discuss any other topics, please let me know in the comment section. Thank you for watching this video, and stay tuned for more videos like this. Thank you.